Hi, Dave Brown here. Here's a highlight from our show, Now with Dave Brown on AMI-TV. Winnipeg's Leanne Taylor scored a bronze medal at the Paris Paralympics yesterday. The triathlete picked up the hardware in her Paralympic debut. Leanne has made the time to chat today. Hey, good morning, Leanne. Thank you for making the time out there in Paris.
No problem. Thanks so much for having me.
So first of all, congratulations on the bronze medal. How are you feeling the day after the race?
Definitely tired. It was a long day followed by a pretty long night, but we had a really great time out here racing, and so nice to get to spend some time celebrating with my friends and family.
You worked your way into third place during the last stage of the triathlon. What was going through your mind as you were closing the gap moving towards medal contention?
To be honest, I was exhausted at that point, and I really just was thinking about keep holding on and keep holding my position and doing what I was doing. The run is a strong leg in the sport for me, so I knew that if I performed like I should, the bronze medal would definitely be possible. So it was just a matter of keeping going.
Due to water conditions, the triathlon schedule got a bit jumbled. How did that impact your preparation?
It was definitely difficult being told that our race was moved from the original date and then moved back to the day that we ended up racing. So we were getting a little bit of back and forth, and we had obviously information as well about the third contingency plan. But we were just lucky here to have had a triathlon. The last option, if the water quality wasn't good enough for us, would be to have a duathlon where we run, bike, run. So we were super happy to have the opportunity to swim in the Seine and do triathlon like it should be done.
Obviously, so much of your training happens well before you ended up in Paris, but what do you do physically to stay ready before your competition, even when you're in the athletes' village?
We have the opportunity to train in the village. We go from the village location to different training locations. And so it's a matter of kind of balancing how much time it takes to travel to those training locations and the value of doing that training. So we also had some trainers in the village as well that were able to, almost like a treadmill, but for the bike and for the racing wheelchair, that we're able to stay sharp and just make sure that we're feeling ready when race day comes around.
I know endurance athletes like triathletes and runners oftentimes refer to their bodies as furnaces, and you require high caliber fuel, but you can also consume pretty much anything. How hard is that when you're in the village, when the chocolate muffins are flowing and the other treats are around, to not maybe get caught into that furnace trap?
Yeah, well, one of my teammates made the mistake of going for the chocolate muffin early on because she was really excited to try it. And while she said it was delicious, she didn't feel fabulous after. And kind of the look on her face after she ate the whole thing put me off a little bit. So honestly, I haven't had the chocolate muffin.
So this is your Paralympic debut. When you experienced an injury 6 years ago, could you ever have imagined taking this stage, let alone finding yourself on the podium?
I think we dreamt of it, but I don't know if we ever really believed it was possible. So yesterday, just coming down the finish chute and really realizing what had happened, that I was a Paralympic medalist, was absolutely surreal. And I think it's more than we ever could have believed was possible for ourselves.
You mentioned there was some time to celebrate last night, and that's all the more reason as to why I'm grateful for you making some time today. What's your experience been like now that competition is wrapped up? What are you hoping to get out of your time in Paris?
I'm thrilled to be able to watch competition and not be in it. So we had obviously an incredible time racing, but it comes with a lot of pressure as well. So I think it'll be so beautiful to go and experience some of the Paralympic moments without that pressure to perform myself.
What's next for you? You're 32 years old. You're still fairly new to the parasport game. 2028, Los Angeles. Are you thinking that you're going to get right back on track here, get back to Winnipeg, get back to Canada, and hop back on the training?
Great question. So we have World Championships coming up in about a month, and so I'm definitely going to be racing World. And then my husband and I are starting to consider having a family. And so I think when we're being really ambitious and dreaming the dream where everything goes right, we would love to have a family and then come back for LA. So I'm going to be honest and say that that's my goal, and how realistic that is, we'll see.
Well, Leanne, a huge congratulations to you. Thank you for making the time today, and best of luck with both the Worlds and then the other goal in your personal life of starting a family. That sounds wonderful too. All the best to you. Enjoy your time in Paris. Safe travels back to Canada, and I hope that bronze medal doesn't put your luggage overweight for flying back.
It might. Thank you so much.
That's Leanne Taylor, part of the Canadian Paralympic team. She took home bronze in the triathlon yesterday. Lots more Paralympic talk and conversation with para-athletes as the week goes along. You can catch full episodes of Now with Dave Brown weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern on AMI TV.